Hello, this is Christy Allen, the Mosaic Shaman, and today I want to ask you a couple of questions. The first one is, how many times have you said yes when you really wanted to say no? When your inner being told you this wasn't right, but you talked yourself into it for whatever reason. You didn't want to seem like that person, that B, the B word, or you didn't want to seem like the mean person or the judgmental person, but your intuition said this isn't right for you. And yet, you gave it a chance, and then you got in this mess, right? Because it's a mucky mess when we get into that. When we get in that place where we've said yes when we really meant no, we're not being authentic to who we are, and there's a mess that comes from that. I have friends that are working with dating right now, and some of my clients, and we're talking about that. Because they'll say, well, when I first met this guy, I knew I didn't want to be with him right off the bat. Right off the bat, it just didn't work out. But, he's a nice guy. Yes, we all have those nice sides. But we have to be true to ourselves. And when you say yes when you mean no, it's going to cause you some trouble down the road. And then the reverse side of that is to say no when you mean yes. Because something inside you tells you to give it a chance, and you choose not to because of reasons that are external. This is the time of year when people want to get in relationships. It's turning into winter. We want to go in and hibernate and have that warm, cozy feeling. Our ancestors used to gather up all the crops and harvest them for the next season. And they knew they were going into that hard time of winter, which could be a hard time. For them, it was. It literally meant staying alive. And so at this time of year, people are getting desperate and they get needy and they just want whatever just to get themselves into that warm place so they're not alone in the wintertime. And I want you to look at the why. Why would you say yes when you mean no? And why would you say no when you mean yes? It's just that simple. Why are you saying the things you're saying when you feel something different inside and not trusting that inner feeling? And I want to just say that when you're feeling needy and lonely and desperate, that is the worst time to ever get in a relationship. Yet that's when people are out there seeking for it because they want it the most. But it is the worst time. So stay with it. Let's work on letting go of those deep-rooted negative thought patterns that have come into our existence that tell us that we can't be alone, or that during the winter we'll make it alone. And I'm not just talking about the seasonal winter, even though that's coming upon us. You can see the fall colors in the background. I'm talking about the winter of our lives, where it's time to go in and do the quiet inner work. So go to Facebook, to Christy Allen, the Mosaic Shaman. In the next few weeks, I will be putting a lot of little things to do to find that out, to work through your why, to get those negative dominant thought patterns that we hold inside, deep inside in the subconscious out, so that we can move into a relationship without being needy, lonely, or desperate. Namaste, this is Christy Allen. I just want to give you a view of this beautiful river. This is gorgeous. I'm in Greer, Arizona, exploring. And we'll talk about this later too, about where the fire came down and cleansed, and all the new growth that are coming in. We'll talk about how we cleanse our lives. And the fire comes in and cleanses our lives and gives us exactly what we want. Namaste.